Scott, you guys are getting into building utility structures. What is that?
Sure.
Versus a shed or whatever. What?
I would say a utility structure is something that can have a dual purpose.
All right.
Something that you can use for storage, but also, let's say, use for an office or a small level of production. Let's say you have some woodworking and some, saws and compressors.
So this is something
like
you can use yourself and actually be in there doing that kind of stuff. Okay.
So I know some cities will allow you to have a larger footprint, let's say 10 by 12, as opposed to a shed, which is normally just 10 by 12.
Okay.
That extra space can be used for work. And a lot of people these days are working from home or do have a small business at home that they can have in their backyard and, use for production.
So again, I mean, it's bigger than a shed, and that's what kind of the designation, and you're using it. And so you guys are running, whatever I need there, the electricity, correct. If I need gas, whatever.
Correct. So we would trench in and bury, electric to supply to the building. In some cases, water.
Oh, okay.
And drains.
Yeah. And
then also gas for, let's say, natural gas heat. So all of those utilities can be run there, and you can put a concrete floor in and heat it so that it can be used year round, insulated. And
now, you mentioned the size. So what is the limitation then on how big this thing can be?
10 by 20.
10 by 20. Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's plenty of space.
It's a lot of space.
Sure is.
And so also thinking of head space is that, usually the vertical or height requirement is 12 feet. So if your typical ceiling is 8 feet, that's 4 feet of loft space up above for additional storage.
That could be a lot of extra storage.
It's a lot of extra storage that you can really maximize.
That's very neat. And, in terms of, in terms of then the insides, how much do you guys get involved with, like, hey, I'm a woodworker, I want a built-in...
Yeah.
I mean, do you go that far with it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, so let's say you are
interior design almost.
It's design build.
Okay.
And so we would be custom building this to your needs. And so let's say you're a wood worker who makes cutting boards and you needed ventilation. Then we would have, some duct work to pull all of that dust out, dust collection. Let's say you just want it to be a man cave and you want to put a TV on the wall and have space to get out of the house. Then we would just, put some...
exhaust fan for the cigar smoke, of course.
That's correct, need that.
Yeah.
Then maybe also a countertop and, some water and a drain. Maybe some electric for food prepreration, like an air fryer, microwave, things like that. Can certainly personalize to whatever.
Well, if I had a room in my backyard, I'd be having one of those things, and I'd probably never leave it. Start as a man cave, just become my house, because what the heck? Mm-hmm. That sounds exciting. That sounds great. And,
cool.
and in terms of, like... designing then too. I mean, obviously it's 10 by 20, but I can again see. I know you guys do drawings for everything for your decks and your
correct
your patios.
So
and
design
such.
Build again, pulling from, let's say, I always hear Pinterest. Pinterest is a very popular source for inspiration
for people to look at, get ideas.
And if you had a picture in mind of something that you like, give us a look, and we can try to incorporate it into the project. Then what we can do is do a graphic representation of what it would look like before any work gets started.
Okay. Sounds exciting. So
cool.
Thanks a lot for sharing.
Thank you.